Welcome to part 4 of my box van build. In this video I'm going to install the solar on the roof as well as the max fan and my awning, and I'm going to fix all the rest of the trim and get it cleaned up and painted. Basically I'm going to finish all of the exterior stuff for now. If you're new here, my name's Dave Coven. I'm building this U-Haul box van into my own personal home on wheels. If you haven't seen the first 3 videos of this build, I'll give you a quick recap of what I've accomplished so far. So I installed an RV door on the side of the van and built my own entryway for it. I did the flooring and I cut out the pass-through to the cab. Took out the passenger seat. I'm putting my fridge there. Removed the carpet and the headliner because I am going to replace those. I built a whole rear wall with a window and a trunk so I can put my bike back here, as well as my chair, my table, my generator, whatever. And of course, I peeled off all of the U-Haul decals except for the snakes. I'm going to start with the least fun task by removing this trim and cleaning up underneath it, sealing the plywood, hammering it straight, sanding it, whatever it takes, painting it black and putting it back. Once that's done, I'm going to paint all the rest of the aluminum trim around the box, get it looking nice, and then we're going to install the awning. All right, 2 of them, the heads stripped out, one on the other side, one on this side. This one here particularly, and then one of them back there is spinning, so I'll have to probably cut some slots in the heads of the ones that stripped out, try to get them like a flathead. Otherwise I got some drilling to do. There's all the trim. It's in pretty bad shape. Going to blow out the crack with my air gun. More of the same on this side. And then I'm going to sand everything with my palm sander. Probably spray paint it or something underneath to seal up the wood. I'm going to put some seam sealer in all the holes and the crack before I put the new trim on. It turned out pretty good after sanding it. there was a lot of crap stuck in that crack. I don't know what it was. I think there may have been some like sealant on this to begin with. I think what I'm gonna do is wire wheel all the trim, try to get it as clean as I can, and then I still need to get some adhesive off of this side with like WD and a razor blade. And I kind of want to just wash the entire van. I need to do the front of the box still with the Comet and the Scotch-Brite. Alright, I cleaned it all up. It is in really bad shape, especially this long one here. I mean, it's got gaping holes in it. This stuff is like relics from the Titanic. I should probably just replace it. The problem is it's like 7:45 and I think all the hardware stores are about to close. I'm gonna check real quick. I don't know. I used to have some aluminum brazing rod for my torch, but I don't know about stuff like that. I don't know. Right now I'm going to pull the van out and wash it. If you're wearing hearing protection and you're listening to music, all you hear is the bass line. And I think being a bass player in a blues band might be the easiest job in the world. That was probably an offensive comment, but anywho. Alright, I just checked. Menards and Lowe's are both open until 10 o'clock. It is 10 till 8, so I have plenty of time to go see if I can find some better trim that's not going to cost a lot of money. And if not, I'll get some aluminum brazing rod for my torch and try to at least fill those holes. I think I can do it. Just got to be careful. I mean, you can weld a frickin' pop can if you try hard enough. Also, I'm out of Scotch-Brites and Comet anyway, so I can't really wash the van. So yeah, I'm gonna do a quick little supply run, so check with you later. $33 a piece. Blossom white, just in case. All right, this is gonna work. It's about a 1/4 inch narrower than the original stuff. So the bolts are gonna be, damn, did that just get it that dirty just from touching it? Wow. Yeah, the bolt holes are gonna be a little closer to the edge, but they don't have to be as big because I'm using carriage bolts. So yeah, I bought 2 8-foot sticks, which is more than I need, but I can use the extra when I build the frame for the solar on the roof. I did consider body filler, you know, like Bondo, but that would take, you know, days. While the van's drying off, I'm going to cut the new pieces of trim. I'm just going to use the old stuff as a template. So upon installation, it kind of assumed the same waviness as the old trim. And I haven't really figured out a way around that yet. I'm probably gonna just leave it and caulk it. But over here by the wheel, I need to do something about that. I think it'd be kind of ugly if I put screws in it. But there is already a gap right in the middle. So I'm considering having one bolt centered at the very ends of the trim. It's just going to be a little funky with the extra bolts, just because of symmetry and whatnot. I could also just do a 1/4 inch carriage bolt, which would be a little less obnoxious, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe it'd be more obnoxious because it'd be a different size bolt. I don't know. I'll figure it out here in a minute. I tried whacking it with a body hammer and that made no difference. So, okay, this was my solution. I put a 1/4 inch carriage bolt at the ends. And I think it looks okay. It has symmetry. I did this side as well. So, yeah. I was gonna do the fronts, because there's a little bit of a... But there's metal back there, and I would have to really drill some serious holes, and it doesn't stick out that much. I'm thinking just a little bit of caulk, which is what I'm about to do right now. Alright, it's 1:15 in the morning. Everything is caulked. Both sides. The box is now ready for paint. I'm going to paint the trim tomorrow morning. Hopefully the caulk has set up enough by then where I can tape it. The trim turned out pretty good. Little bit of waviness that I can't do anything about, but it's a million times better than it was. In fact, if you watched the first video, then you might recall how horrible the bottom of this actually used to look. And it is now spotless. And I caulked around the door because I hadn't done that yet. Hi, it's Sunday now and it's time to paint some trim. Picked up a bunch of thrifty nickels from the grocery store on the way here. I cleaned the shop floor. It's about almost 1. I gotta be back at my mom's at 5. I'm like the zookeeper while she's laid up. There's 4 cats and a chihuahua in that house. The adhesive, the caulk, dried up really well. I can definitely stick some masking tape on that confidently. I'm going to tape everything off and paint all the trim black. This area here I'm going to lightly sand real quick with my palm sander and some 180 or 220 grit. Yeah, the new trim turned out really well, other than it being wavy like that, but I have peace of mind now, knowing that it's not all crusty and deteriorated and gross in there, and who knows what all that crap I scraped out of there was. I'm sure it's a combination of road salt and corrosive materials and remnants of whatever adhesive they used when they installed it to begin with. So, yep, just gonna sand this, pull the van in, and start taping it off, getting it ready. Floor should be dry by then. Tell me what you think. Better or worse? I think better. It's hard to tell because I'm inside and it's nighttime and the lighting's funky, but I like it. Makes the door look like more appropriate. You can still see the waviness of the trim, but I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get. Right here you can see where I removed that handle, and then I just welded the holes and kind of grinded on it. I need to, you know, put some Bondo there. But I might put a tail light there, who knows. Alright, I'm gonna install the awning now. It came in a mangled up, taped up box and there were no instructions, so I emailed the seller and he sent me instructions and a link to a YouTube video which I'm about to watch. I'm watching the video that the seller sent me.
Screw for spare.
Man, I need to get a hat like that.
Fix the upper C brackets with M6X50 self-tap.
Alright, so I watched the YouTube video, didn't really pay enough attention to it, but it's pretty straightforward. The bracket goes like this. This is the top. I already marked where the first one needs to go. I'm kind of irritated because this awning definitely had been returned by somebody. The box was all taped up, and then Amazon decided it was good enough and just sold it anyway. I paid like over $600 for this. And it was the only like middle of the road priced awning for an RV. Everything else was like well over $1,000. I looked at vehicle awnings first, like you put on your Jeep, you know. And none of those were like tall enough or wide enough. They were only like 6 foot tall, 6 foot wide, and then extended out like a lot, like 10 foot. This one's 10 foot wide, adjustable height. You know, it's an actual RV awning. But yeah. The seller is like cool. That guy was super nice because I emailed him and he like right away replied with instructions and link to the YouTube video. I paid $615.24 for this. It is the Onlux Black Manual Modular Retractable RV Awning Full Set. It was $650, and then I had a $75 coupon. Whatever. I can deal with missing like fasteners as long as like none of the parts are missing. Yeah, that'll be high enough. Might cover the snake's tongue over there, but that's okay. We still have the other side. So far, the actual quality of the awning looks nice though, from what I've seen anyway. I'm just using a 3-inch drywall screw to pre-drill the holes before I go and run these fat flag screws in here. All right, for the top rail, it's supposed to have no less than 10 of these screws, and I have 2. So I'm installing it with door hinge screws that will probably rust. Did I mention I'm irritated with Amazon? I thought when people return stuff, it's not supposed to get resold. Like, aren't they supposed to auction the stuff off and not sell it to the general public again? All right. I'm gonna measure the same height off the top of this bracket, because that's what it said to do. And then it says no less than 65 millimeters away. So that's 6.5 centimeters. This tape measure is American. Hey Google, what is 65 millimeters to inches?
65 millimeters is 2.559 inches.
Oh. 2 5/8. How's that sound? Sure. Does that look crooked? Oh yeah, that ain't gonna work. We have a problem. My awning's too long. It says 10 foot. My van's 10'4". That is 57.5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's that part for? Oh, LED strip. Optional LED strip. I might have to move this over. So what's the total installed width of the awning? Is it more than 10'4". So this is 4'9½". This is 2.5. I could go lower and go all the way up against that. It's probably what I'll have to do. Making holes in my van. In the wrong places. Alright, so I just put the whole thing together here on the ground. It's 10 foot 3 inches. 10 foot 2 3/4 inches. Okay. From the end of the van to right here, it is 10 foot 2 3/4 inches. Exactly the correct width. Ten foot 2 3/4 inches. It's like it was made for it. So if I ignore all that 65 millimeter bullshit, then I can mount the brackets right on the ends, just like I needed to. Okay, got it figured out. All right, I've got the fabric heating up outside like the video suggested. The tracks are on, but I need to finish mounting them. I just kind of got them in place last night. Obviously I was frustrated and it was late on a weeknight and I should have just waited till today. But I actually do have stainless bolts down here, but I'm going to replace everything with, I've got 5/16 by 2.5 carriage bolts, and then I've got some number 10 by 1 sheet metal screws because the number 12s just seemed a little excessive. Okay, so to mount these tracks up here, these side rails, actually, the way that they're adjustable, I could go higher than the brackets on the van. I could go up here and actually get it closer to the roof, which would be nice. The only issue is right here on the U-Haul, it's like an angled aluminum chunk on the front here. So if I did that, I might run into that. I'm gonna measure between the two brackets and then find center. And then I'm just going to, because it's a two-piece track, I'm going to just put them centered and completely ignore whatever distance requirement that the instructions said to do between the bracket and the track, because that's what threw me off yesterday and made me assume that this wasn't going to fit my van. And as you saw when I assembled it on the ground, it was the perfect length for the van. 117.5. Yes. Which is 9'9.5". So that's 4'9 3/4. No? 4'10 3/4. I guess I'll mark it and then double check. Yes. I did math. Yay. Okay, and now the brackets. I forgot the measurement from the top. So it's like 5. So we're gonna come down 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna mount them level with the bracket, just so I don't figure out after the fact that it doesn't work and then have a bunch of extra holes in the van. Yeah, see, there we go. That works. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. We're kind of running into the snake's tongue here, but that's okay. I'm sure the snake understands. I have to like make a mental note whenever I put stuff on the roof, so I don't leave it up there. Yep. And instead of taking a bunch of measurements and leveling it or whatever, I'm just gonna line it up with this bracket. Right there. Like everything else on the van, it looks good from a distance. Yeah, the LED strip would be kind of cool. That's what this channel's for. I should see what that costs. Probably way too much. I have a porch light. It's gonna go somewhere here. I have one for each side, actually. There. Okay. Now I'm gonna put the roller together. They made it pretty easy. You just line up the holes, basically. Do I actually have the screws for it? Of course I don't. Yep, screwed again. This is so frustrating. Of course, these are probably metric, and I don't have what I need. Nope. Thanks, Amazon. Love it. I love it. I got the awning that had been returned. So now I can either try to tap these into a standard thread or go to the hardware store. And we're back. These were individually packaged and they were $1.25 each. So now we're up to like 15 bucks in fasteners and a bottle of aspirin. But I got to see a beautiful sunset on the way back here. Check this out. And a guy at the red light said, "Hey man, I love all your stickers. Did you actually go to all them places?" He was in a like 80s Nissan truck. They were literally just called the Nissan truck back then. My roommate had one. Does this take 12 of them? Seriously? I bought 8. I'm not putting 12 in here. Not at that price. Alright, I switched to filming on the GoPro because I need my phone to periodically watch that YouTube video on how to do all this. But I need to put the fabric into the B port. And it says that on the end. Maybe. There's 3 of them and they're all the same. Yep, that's why I need to watch this YouTube. Okay. This goes here. I let this vinyl sit out in the heat, like the whole time I've been doing this. And it is not warm or soft. It must be some like nice heat dissipating material or something. It's nice and thick. It's like a quality vinyl. It says take the gray cord. There's a black one and a gray one. Or two gray ones and a black one. I assume the black one is for the up top on the van. Come on. Get out of there. Okay. There we go. That's done. Fabric's not really centered. Now it is. Okay, next part. I like this music.
Insert the fabric into the A port. Use the pressing plate to press.
They gave me this like Bondo spreader, pretty much, and said to do this. And then polycord. Okay. Should not lose these. There we go. Yay. All right. I did it. Next. Whew. Broke a sweat.
Let the fabric be in the middle of the fabric roller.
Full strap. Bottom groove.
Roll up the fabric as directed in the video and place it on the trailer roof.
Roll it up. Okay. Throw it on the roof.
Insert the top of the fabric
Okay.
into the fabric lock rail.
So this is the pull strap. Kind of cheesy. Insert into bottom groove of the roller. Right here. Just like that. And then roll it up. I've already gotten this thing like super dirty. Should have laid out a tarp or something first. All right, place on roof. Okay. Place on roof. And then we gotta put it in the groove. And then you take the black cord, I have a splinter. And that goes in here. This is actually really not hard at all, as it rolls off the roof and comes crashing down on my face. I do have a feeling that someday I'm going to be replacing this fabric. I had lots of styles to choose from. I got the kind of grayscale. I didn't want some brightly colored, like blue stripes or nothing. Though that would have been kind of cool. If you're doing this, invite a buddy over to help you. The video shows 2 guys installing this, and they're wearing really cool hats. They look like they're having a good time. Stay. Don't roll off the roof. Get in there. All right, so now I'm gonna do what 2 people are supposed to be doing. This is scary. This is gonna just come crashing down on the floor. I have an idea. Okay. Oh God, it's heavy. Shit. Ow. That's shifted way over. Okay. Whew. Okay. Sketchy. Okay. Okay, that thing. this thing, that thing, and the bolt that I should have prepared first. Yeah, this is a two-person job. Okay. Oh. Now I can't wind up my fabric at all. That's good. Come on. Quit turning. Go in the hole. This fabric is way too crooked. There's no way this is gonna like actually work. Guess I'll just try it and see what happens. I think you just unroll it, shake it straight, and then roll it back up. It's kind of the idea, I suppose. All right, the moment of truth or failure. Will this awning do anything? Did I totally do it wrong? Pretty sure I installed this upside down, because I can't get these rings out now. Whoa, hey. Stuff just happened. All right. Yeah, it kind of fixed itself there. All right. Pop. Pop. Pull. What am I missing here? Why is it so hard to pull? Because it's spring loaded. Am I supposed to do that? Hey! Whoa! Cool. It's supposed to keep going. Why is it not? Oh. Because I need to loosen these up. Okay. I have an awning. Hey! Cool. That's nifty. Now how do I make it go up? Pull this. Oh yeah. Neat. I don't think I have enough room in this shop. Oh yeah, I do. Cool. This is awesome. All right. Well, it's a little crookedy. I think this side needs to go up a notch. There we go. It works. All right, now I'm supposed to put a self-tapping screw straight into the fabric on the rail. Check it out. I have an awning. All right, so a 10-foot awning does fit on a U-Haul. You seen it here first, maybe. Now I gotta figure out how to put it back. Right there. I want it that high. Ugh. Can I go that high? Okay. Flip the lever. Coil it up. There we go. Now we're talking. Why is it so crooked all of a sudden? It's like pulled that way. There we go. There we go. All right, if you buy the same awning I bought and you have the same 10-foot U-Haul I bought, it will fit. Just throw the instructions away, ignore all of that. Watch the provided YouTube video a couple times. Mount your right rail just inside of the corner trim of the front of the box. And the bottom bracket will overhang that aluminum a little bit. I notched out the bracket right there to clear that bolt. You can do that however you want. The left rail, put it right on the edge of the van, like literally right on the edge. And if you do that, then it is just barely the correct width, like literally measures exactly what the van is. And it's like perfect. So this door didn't come with locks. And I was shopping around for lock cylinders, and I ended up just buying a whole new handle. This one has locks and keys, and it's better because it's metal. This one's plastic. Pretty nice unit. So it's going to be better than what's on there already. And the reason it didn't come with locks is because this is a replacement door for a 2018 Jayco fifth wheel. When I went to the RV place here in town, I looked through their catalog at all the doors that they had in stock, and I didn't like any of those. And the guy at the parts counter told me to just go out into their lot and look at all the RVs, and if I find stuff that I like and want to buy, just make note of what like RV it was and get the model and like tag information off of the door. So that's what I did. I just went and looked at all their like travel trailers and stuff, and I picked this one out from a 2018 Jayco fifth wheel. So yeah, I'm gonna just replace the lock on this with a whole new one. It wasn't that expensive. I got it on Amazon. The brand is Paulin or something. I'm gonna start putting links to everything I bought in the video descriptions if you guys want to just see for yourself. So I believe this is going to be pretty straightforward. There's 2 Phillips screws here, 4 there, and it should fit. It said it would anyway. I think this one is Global brand. But the lock that I bought is kind of universal. I think a lot of these are pretty much the same size and shape, at least in recent years. If you have like an old like cool vintage camper, then it might have some funky stuff on it, but they're pretty much all the same design. Yep, just pops right out of there. It's got a gasket. Not a whole lot to it. Okay, so this is Bauer Products. It says right on it. I might sell this. I mean, it's brand new. Why not? Fits perfectly. Hopefully the door still shuts like correctly, you know. Yeah, the fact that this is all metal is nice. It's, you know. I don't think there's like really any instances on any project where plastic is better than metal, you know. Today is the first day of fall. And it's cold. It was like 92 yesterday, and right now it's like 58. Okay. Will it shut? Perfect. Oh yeah. Sweet. At first it confused me why they have two locks, but one of them's just for the handle and the other one's like a deadbolt, which makes sense. Cool. That's done. So I may have mentioned like 17 times that I've created a taillight dilemma by doing all this back here. So here's what I came up with. I think putting them on this box is the safest thing to do. If there's any small car or low to the ground vehicle behind me, this is the best place for them to see my taillights. And I decided to get these smoked LED ones because I think it'll just look better back here with all the black hardware, you know. They say DOT right on them, so they should be legal. Hope I measured right. I like it. It's not obnoxious. It's just an extra, you know, added touch. Alright, I'm going to put some seam sealer in the holes, screw them on, and then we'll wire it up. Cap thing. That's kind of cool. Somebody asked me how I'm locking this. There's that. I also got, I'm working out this idea to put like a bungee cord or something, or like some sort of strapping to keep this from bouncing around. Same with this, but I don't think I'll have to with these because they're pretty tight already. I'm pretty surprised about the amount of comments I've had about getting robbed. So here's the stock tail lights. It's pretty much the same colors as this. So white is ground, black is tail light, and then red is stop turn. So I'm just gonna splice them in. I've got a roll of trailer wiring. I have all kinds of wire, but this is a good cheap way to wire stuff. If you're on a budget, you can get a 25-foot roll of this for like 10 bucks. And it has 4 wires, so. Okay, I'm gonna get like nice insulated 1-hole straps. I'll get 4 of them, and I'll mount these wires to the sides of the box. Alright, tail light, brake light, left turn, right turn, hazards. Well, this awning worked pretty well. I haven't really used it yet. I want to let it sit out in the sun and kind of smooth out. There aren't really any wrinkles in it, but the legs do come off, so you can like put them out and down and put stakes on them. You just flip a little lever right here like that. It's a pretty nice unit. So I wanted to show you guys installing the solar in this video, but it just hasn't happened yet. My friend and I are both very busy and our schedules just haven't aligned yet. So that's going to be in part 5, which will be out next Saturday. I've already installed the max fan and insulated the ceiling and filmed all of that for you. But I'm going to go ahead and put that in the next video. I realize that my van build videos on YouTube are pretty long, and I'm trying to just kind of do the best I can with them. If you are interested in building a U-Haul box van, or wherever you get them from, go ahead and subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm going to put out van build videos every Saturday till my van is done. Then it's all van life after that. Thanks for watching.